Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn about surgical staples, the indications, selections, and we'll show you some examples of the surgical staples. And to start with, I'll define what surgical staples are. So surgical staples are special devices that are used to connect or remove tissues instead of sutures. And some of the indications for the surgical staples are when we are doing appendectomy, when we are doing bowel resections, and in lung surgeries and colorectal surgeries. We have different examples of surgical staples, and we are quickly going to go through the surgical staples that we have, and that will help us understand the kind of surgical staples that we have in the market and how they are used and how they help in surgery. So, first we have GIS. So, for GIS, it means gastrointestinal staples that are used for anastomosis. I will show you the examples when we reach at that point. We also have endo-GIA. Endo-GIA means the staples that we used when we are doing endoscopic surgeries. Another type of surgical staples, we have TA. TA are staples that are used when we are doing transverse anastomosis. And our last examples of surgical staples, we have ILS. These are intralumen staples that are used in colorectal surgeries. And one other thing that we have to learn is also what will guide our selection to the use of surgical staples. So what guides our selections is the length of the tissues that we want to staple and the depth. So if we know the length of tissue and the depth, it will help us to select the surgical staples that we want to use. So from here, I'm just going to take you through examples of the surgical staples that we have. So, on our table, we can just have a look at what the surgical staples that we have, and then I'll take you through specific surgical staples. So, number one is these are TA. We say TA, transverse surgical anastomosis devices. So they come in different sizes. As you can see, we have a small TA that does come at 30 millimeter. So this one shows us the length of the tissue. This is a 60 TA. This one also shows us the length of the tissue. This is a TA 90. It also shows us the length of the tissue that the staple can accommodate. So these ones are used when we are doing transverse anastomosis. We also have linear staples. Linear staples are also used. These are GIA. GIA, I told you, it means gastrointestinal anastomosis. So we use them when we are doing gastrointestinal anastomosis. Here we have endo-GIA. Endo-GIA means endoscopic gastrointestinal anastomosis. So when we are doing endoscopic surgeries, we can use these staples to help do anastomosis. And our last example of staple is ILS. ILS means intralumen surgical staples. These are used in doing anastomosis in colorectal surgeries. So all the staples that I've shown you have reloads. So we also have reloads that come in different colors. Our reloads are color coded. So for white reload, they are normally used in vascular surgeries. And if you see a green reload, these are used in gastric surgeries. If you find a blue reload, the blue reloads are used in bowel surgeries. And then gray reloads. Gray reloads are also used in vascular surgeries, and that's how we select our reloads to use with the surgical staples. So thank you very much. I hope we enjoyed the small learning that we've had about the surgical staples. And if you have any questions or comment, feel free to put in on our comments, and we will appreciate. Thank you so much, and welcome again.